welcome out to this Saturday afternoon match between the Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles and the Eagles of Toccoa Falls. I'm Garrett Ordway, and commentating with me this afternoon is Carrie Ordway. Taking on the number 5 Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles, what do these Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles have to do to perform well in today's match?
This is going to be a big game for the Eagles as they're coming into this. They haven't had a home game in a while. They've been playing a lot of stiff competition recently. And so coming in, and we've talked about this so many times, but starting off with a strong defense so that they can execute a strong offense as well. That's going to be the key to winning this match against a competitive opponent like the Toccoa Falls Eagles.
Right, we've seen the Lady Eagles over the last few weeks work on their hitting, some rotation changes. We'd certainly like to see them reduce those hitting errors today as well. What should be the key for the Lady Eagles to think about reducing some of those hitting errors?
A lot of those hitting errors stem from some out-of-system play. So once again, just going back to the very fundamental aspects of defense, working on the block, making sure they have a strong blocking presence at the net, making sure their back row defense is in position, and then just setting the team up to have that strong offense, I think will greatly reduce the number of errors that we see on hitting tonight.
It's a blue out here in the nest this afternoon. Carrie, what type of energy are you looking for the Lady Eagles to start with?
All of the Lady Eagles will tell you that for tonight, they are trying to come out strong. This is, like I just said, the first home match that they've had in a few weeks, and this is really the start of the end of the season. At this point in the season, every single match is important, and it's important to come out strong from the very beginning.
We've got 2 matches next Saturday, and then the regional tournament soon to follow. The Lady Eagles will look to bring home a win today against the number 5 ranked Toccoa Falls College Screaming Eagles. We'll join you after the prayer and national anthem.
Welcome to the Nest, the home of the Pensacola Christian College Eagles. Tonight's game is between the Toccoa Falls Screaming Eagles and your PCC Lady Eagles. The National Christian College Athletic Association is committed to the true spirit of competition and upholding the 4 core values of the game plan for life: love, integrity, faith, and excellence. We ask that each participant, official, and spectator join us in exhibiting these Christ-like characteristics and help create a positive environment in which to enjoy today's competition. At this time, please stand for prayer and remain standing for the national anthem. Heavenly Father, thank you for this day. Thank you for the many blessings you've given us. I thank you for getting both teams here safely, helping them play to the best of their abilities, and to do everything to your honor and your glory. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Tonight's sports medicine coverage is provided by the Andrews Institute and Baptist Healthcare, the official sports medicine provider for Pensacola Christian College. Starting tonight for Toccoa Falls. Number 1, Jaden Gerard. Number 2, Pajay Schaus. Number 4, Addie Walters. Number 5, Julia Mendel. Number 8, Michaela Thompson. Number 9, Sierra Wolf. And number 10, Rebecca Harrison. The Screaming Eagles are led by Coach Katie Skeen. And now the starting lineup for your Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles. A junior from Houston, Texas, number 6, Grace Liu. A senior from St. Anne, Illinois, number 8, Allie McGuirt. A sophomore from Pensacola, Florida, number 9, Hannah Romero. A freshman from Bucks County, Pennsylvania, number 14, Lissy Metzger. A senior from Valparaiso, Indiana, number 15, Haley Butcher. A freshman from Tulsa, Oklahoma, number 16, Megan Kinsey. And a senior from Phoenix, Arizona, number 19, Kenzie Folker. The Lady Eagles are led by Coach Kaylin Ullman with assistant coach Carissa Aiken. The officials for today's game are Harry Walker, Charles Mendoza, Kaylee Leahy, and Alex Evans.
All right, we've heard the starting lineups. The teams are getting ready to take the court. Carrie, the Lady Eagles lost 3-1 to Toccoa Falls towards the beginning of the year as they played in the South Region opening tournament. What advantage does that lend the Lady Eagles, having seen this Toccoa Falls, certainly familiar with them over the last few years battling it out?
It's always nice to be able to play these in-conference opponents because you just are so familiar with them. Some of these players have been playing against each other for 3 or 4 years at this point, so you're familiar with the tendencies of a team, you're familiar with the players of a team. That gives you a definite advantage in being able to anticipate what's happening, to be able to plan for the match more accordingly. But that's also an advantage that Toccoa has as well, since these teams have matched up so often in the last few years.
All right, teams making the final preparation rotation check. And I think they're asking a quick question about who's in what spot there. We have Grace Liu entering in the libero position today. And the first serve, it'll send Jaden Gerard back to serve for Toccoa Falls. And we are underway. Liu with the overpass. Outside hit, lofted over, and it falls in front of Metzger and Liu.
As a player, you have to think that some of those nerves that are coming out here at the beginning of the game, but you want those type of nerves to dissipate pretty quickly, and the Lady Eagles given a definite advantage there with that out-of-bounds service.
Folker to serve. Deep floater up high, wide, off the block. Folker, wide for Romero. Awesome hands, and she scores.
And not to harp on this point that we've talked about so much throughout this season, but that play started off with a beautiful pass that then got up to the setter that the Lady Eagles were then able to make into a point.
Folker again. Deep floater taken by Toccoa's libero, off the block and down by McGuirt. And it'll send Toccoa back to serve. Number 8, Michaela Thompson. This match knotted early, 2 apiece. Off the tape, down on Toccoa's side. Another service error sends Hannah Romero back. Romero in position. Volker to Butcher. Up over McGuirt, gets the kill. Bit of good scramble there from Toccoa, but McGuirt was right on it.
And that's perhaps some of that experience that you see McGuirt bringing to the court, that she knows play's not over until the ball hits the ground, not to celebrate too early.
Romero taken by Toccoa, misplayed there. Eagles giving away a couple points here early. They'll look to tighten that up as they lead early 4-3. Sierra Wolf to serve for Toccoa. Metzger up to Volker. In the middle, Lou with the back row attack. McGuirt, Volker, wide to Metzger. Good touch, overpass. Lady Eagles will look to use it. Volker pushes it deep and causes the error.
What smart play throughout that entire volley. Girls were covering really well, and they were communicating with one another, and that's one of the weaknesses that we've seen that have led to a lot of these errors. Is just miscommunication between the players.
Good serve there from McGuirt as Megan Kinsey entered the game. Good dig by McGuirt. Up high. Metzger tools the block. Just got some fingertips to it, and it worked out nicely for the Lady Eagles. McGuirt again. Just a tick long. And Lou, the libero, will re-enter. We've got Butcher, Metzger, Kinsey in the front row. Kenzie Volker. Cora Lathers, Grace Lou in the back row. Grace up to Volker, Kinsey with the kill, with the attack there in the middle. Volker back set for Butcher here. She's been swinging really well lately. Coach Oman sung the praises of the two setters as hitters, and what versatility to be able to play around like that.
And one thing that I think setters especially bring to the net as hitters is that they are so accustomed to just being highly aware of everything that's going on both sides of the net. And a lot of times you'll see them just make a lot smarter hits.
Good swing there from Metzger, handled by Toccoa. Tight, blocked, still in play from Toccoa. Over, Lathers is there. Butcher in the middle for Kinsey. She taps it over, handled by Mindell. Wide, finds the corner, point for Toccoa. Butcher, Lou, and Lathers in the back row now. Metzger will head back to help serve receive. Mia Azevedo serving for Toccoa. Metzger, bit wide. Butcher handles it. Lou will get the swing, and no, it's just wide. Lou does have that ability to attack out of the back row, as we've seen. Miss hits that one a bit. Good serve. Metzger handled there. Kinsey with the swing, and she gets the kill off the hands of Mindell.
I really like what we've seen from the Eagles so far this game with using their middle hitter. A lot of times that's one of the unfortunate aspects of not having a strong defense, is that they're forced into these out-of-system hits, a lot of those times going to the outside hitter. But they've been able to get good passes up to the setter and use the strength of that middle hitter, Megan Kinsey.
Butcher. Volker takes it. Romero, and some net contact there by Romero. Gives the point away. Pija Schaus serving for Toccoa. Lou. Butcher takes it. Folker with the swing. Lou. Kinsey. Kenzie. In the middle. Blocked by Megan Kinsey. The middles for the Eagles provide such strong defense.
Absolutely, yeah. And I mean, I think any back row defense player would tell you that anytime the block can take that hit away, that's the first option.
Megan Kinsey exits, sending Lou back to serve. And a poor contact whistled. And the Lady Eagles take a 10-7 lead. McWirt will play the middle in this front row rotation. Butcher, Metzger joining Lou in the back. Bumped over, free ball. Butcher backs it in the middle for McWirt. Handled by Toccoa, touched over. Butcher up high for Romero. She'll swing on two. Just hits it wide. McWirt asking for a touch, but none signaled. And it'll be a point for Toccoa.
And you like the thought of that play going on the second hit when you have that opportunity. That can be a great option to mix things up.
Jane Gerard back to serve. As we've made a full rotation, Butcher sets it back for Kenzie. Bit off the net, but she handles it. Pushed deep. Lou was there. Up high for Romero. Off some hands there, but handled by Toccoa. Big swing, long. Looking for the touch, none given, point for the Lady Eagles. Good serve from Folker. Toccoa gets a hit, but does not land in bounds, and it'll give the point to the Lady Eagles. Good start this afternoon. We've seen the Eagles start slow before, but they're out early with some energy.
Yeah, absolutely. And we saw some mistakes there at the beginning of this set, but they were really helped out by Toccoa returning the favor there with some missed serves.
Kenzie needs no help from Toccoa there with the ace, and we'll take our first timeout. All right, out of this timeout, Kenzie Folker with another strong serve. Ooh, off the block. Romero was there. Back row set for Lou. Good attack. Toccoa a little out of system, and they'll just have to give the free ball over. Folker goes on two to Romero. What a swing down the line.
And that was the perfect execution of that play. We saw them try that a couple of plays ago. They weren't quite able to finish it off, but that's exactly what you want. And you saw that communication from Folker start that entire play. And that communication is so key, and that is something, like I've mentioned before, that the Eagles struggle with.
Oh, dug up there by Folker, but the net put it straight down, and Butcher couldn't quite handle.
That was a great dig for an unexpected spot there from Folker.
It'll send Michaela Thompson back to serve for Toccoa. Lou up high to Folker. Wide for Butcher. Hitting from the strong side here. Oh, McWirt way up high with the block.
And we just saw that athleticism of McWirt that has been so helpful to the team throughout her 4 years on the team in full display.
Romero back to serve. Deep, but taken by Toccoa. Swing here. Romero. Folker puts it over. Handled by Toccoa's libero. Off the block and down. Lathers will enter for Romero. Sierra Wolf serving for Toccoa. Tight pass. McGuirt asking for some hands. Didn't see any by the officials there, so it'll be a point for Toccoa. Hanging around in this first set, 15-11, the Lady Eagles lead. Folker. Butcher on the weak side, and she gets the kill. Little cross-court splitting the defenders.
And those were some strong serves. Lou did a good job of getting that ball up to a playable position.
McGuirt to serve. Top spinner, handled by Toccoa. A deep attack here off Megan Kinsey's hand. She takes the second hit, and Metzger swings. And it goes a bit long. Looked like she might have been trying to catch some hands there. Lathers takes it, Lou. Kinsey gives the free ball. Tight. Metzger wins the joust. It'll send Haley Butcher back to serve. She'll also be the primary setter now in this rotation. Swing. Oh, Lou was there but couldn't quite get it up. Mia Azevedo back to serve. Metzger, Lou, Lathers on serve receive duty. It'll be Lou. Butcher in the middle for Kinsey, just mistimed it. Got it over, still in play here. Megan Kinsey to Kenzie Folker. Good swing, dug up there by Toccoa. Back row attack now. Didn't make it over, point Eagles.
We've seen the Eagles do a really good job of consistently applying pressure throughout this set so far, and that's something that they've been working on, making sure that they continue to apply that pressure. And we've seen it result a couple of times so far in some out-of-bounds hits, but you appreciate the thought and the aggressiveness there.
Oh, Megan Kinsey. Great work there at the net, but just touched that sideways a bit too much. Coach Oman imploring her to just hit it. Service up for Toccoa, but not over. Lady Eagles lead 19-14 as we get deeper in this first set. Kinsey will exit for, Megan Kinsey will enter for, exit for Allie McGuirt in the front row as Grace Lou switches spots there as the libero on the back row. Metzger up high to Butcher. Oop, Romero. Toccoa was wise on the roll. Free ball. Butcher puts it deep, and a misplay by Toccoa gives the point to the Lady Eagles. McGuirt, Romero, Folker in the front row. Lou, Metzger, Butcher in the back row. What a serve there by Lou. The Lady Eagles have had an excellent service game in this first set.
And not only have they been consistent with getting their serves in, but they've had some strong serves as well that have forced the Screaming Eagles out of rotation.
Oh, Romero and McGuirt. Romero decides to go on two. Touched off the block, point for Toccoa. Jane Gerard getting the signal for service, and they went at Lissy Metzger there. Earning the ace. This one short. McGirt saw it. Butcher back set for Folker. Good swing, just wide. No touch, point for Toccoa.
We've seen so many of these hits like that throughout this first set that they're great ideas and they're aggressive swings, and it's just that little bit of finishing it out.
Oh, good set there in the middle. McGirt with a good swing, but Toccoa was ready with the block. Little run here by Toccoa. Moved Metzger over a little bit. Lou ends up taking the serve. Romero with a big swing high off the dig, and it'll be a free ball coming over. Metzger, Butcher to McGirt. She puts it down.
I was just thinking before this rally, this volley here, this is a pivotal point of this set. The Lady Eagles have had great success throughout this set, but they were starting to have a couple of plays that caused momentum to shift there, but they were able to get that momentum back with that pass play.
Good serve there by Kenzie Folker, leads to a free ball. And a point for the Lady Eagles. A good go on two there for Folker. 23-18.
And speaking of shifting the momentum there, those were three really good plays just now from some of the seniors on the team. A strong serve, that was an ace from Folker, a smart second over there from Folker, and then just a dominant swing from the middle from Allie.
Folker looking to close out this first set for the Lady Eagles. High off some hands. Folker back set here for Butcher. Swung. Still in play. McGirt now with the swing and gets the kill. Off the block. Lady Eagles take the first set 25-18. What a great start. We'll rejoin you again in just a few minutes for set number 2. All right, a 25-18 first set victory for the Pensacola Christian College Lady Eagles against Toccoa Falls, a team that they have been back and forth with over the last couple seasons. Got an early first set victory here at home this afternoon. Carrie, what'd you like from that first set out of the Lady Eagles?
I really liked that they were executing such an intensive and an intentional and a strong offense. So looking at the stats from the first game, every single one of the hitters had a kill from the first set. And that just shows you that they were able to be intentional with how they were using their offense.
Poor contact there from Jaden Gerard, and it'll send Kenzie Volker back for her second serve as the Lady Eagles take the first lead of the second set. Oh, bit deep. Error there from Kenzie Volker.
And I was just getting ready to say that another one of the things from the first set that I liked that I saw was that there's only one serving error. So perhaps we can keep that to just one in the second set as well.
Toccoa repays the favor. And it'll send Hannah Romero back to serve. Romero likes to change the pace of her serves. We'll see what she goes with here. Just to the libero there, handled wide, touched over. Volker with the swing. Back set here. Lefty swing there from Caitlin Willett, and it earns the point. Sierra Wolf to serve for Toccoa as Cora Lathers enter. Lou takes it. McGuire just touches it over.
And that was such a smart play here at the beginning of the set where it's so important to start off strong and get that momentum quickly.
McGuire with the serve. Top spinner finds its way inside the court. Lathers just a tick behind that one. And McGuire will exit for Lou. Willett with the serve. Good one. Lathers, though, to Volker. Kinsey blocked there in the middle by Schaus. This one into the net. 3 service errors in the first set for Toccoa. 2 already here early in this second set. It'll send Butcher back to serve. And an overpass. Kinsey decides to play it up. Butcher goes on to, doesn't quite find a hole in the defense, and Toccoa makes them pay. Big kill from Schaus there. It'll send Azevedo back to serve. Strong serve. Lou handles it. Butcher. Lou gets the swing and makes the error. Point for Toccoa. Lou up high for Butcher. All of her options available. Metzger with a big swing, and she will switch side. Kinsey goes on 2. Handled by Toccoa. Up high. Big swing. Oh, and goes off Lathers' shoulder.
One of the things that the Eagles did really well in the first set was that they controlled the pace of the game very well, and they kept it a quick pace of the game. You're starting to feel that they're losing that control over the pace a little bit right now. So look to see them regain that.
Overpass there. And the 8-4 lead for Toccoa will have Coach Oman called her first time out of this second set. And we will rejoin you in about a minute. All right, coming out of this timeout, it seems like Toccoa has been able to get into their offense a little bit better in this second set. Butcher in the middle for Kinsey, big swing. She calls it in. On that back line, Megan Kinsey with the strong kill there. Lathers will exit for Romero. Rebecca Harrison enters the back row for Toccoa. Metzger with a good serve, handled by Mindell. Touched over, Butcher. Folker goes on two, touched. And was that on Folker?
It was.
There, okay, Folker with a double contact whistled. Great thought, would have scored a point. But point to Toccoa. They've jumped out to an early lead here. Big swing. Butcher got up high for that set. Kinsey with a great kill.
And that was a really great example of the Lady Eagles being proactive with their offense. We've seen several times throughout the beginning of this first set them reacting to some of those bad plays and just taking a lesser option and getting the ball over. But Butcher did an excellent job of making sure that she still set up her teammate for a good offense there. A strong, aggressive swing.
Romero, Folker. Still in play. Free ball, Lady Eagles will look to take advantage. Wide for Romero, off some hands, and net violation, point to the Lady Eagles.
And once again, just another volley where the Lady Eagles were in control of that volley throughout the entire play. They were able to keep the Screaming Eagles on their toes the entire time.
Lou with a good serve in the middle, and put down there by Toccoa. Good kill there by Wolf. And it'll send Gerard back to serve. And the signal from our coach. Into the net. Folker with the serve. Lefty cut swing there. And it worked out nicely as Toccoa gets the kill. Harrison will exit for Azevedo. As Thompson goes back to serve. Folker tries to go on two, misplays it. And Toccoa takes the 12-8 lead. Lou up high for Folker, wide for Butcher. Swung off the block and down.
Beautiful pass to start off that play.
Butcher tied with McGwirt in the first set, leading the Eagles in kills. And see another good one from her there. Romero deep serve, handled by Toccoa. Block a tick late, handled though by the defense. Metzger with the swing and a kill. What a revelation this freshman has been the second half of this season.
Absolutely. She brings so much athleticism to the court that she opens up so many hitting options for herself because she jumps so high and she moves so quickly that she's able to see the court in its entirety and be able to place the ball so well.
The ace brings the Lady Eagles back within one, and it'll lead to a Toccoa Falls timeout. right, each team has used one timeout in this tight second set. It'll be Romero to serve. Up high for Toccoa. Swung here. Handled, though, by the Lady Eagles defense. Running a little play there. Metzger goes off the block. Toccoa will get a swing down the line and in. Wolf to serve for Toccoa. Metzger. McGirt with the swing, but blocked in the middle by Schaus. And Toccoa responds well out of that timeout. But the error gives the point to the Lady Eagles. McGirt will head back to serve. Up here for the lefty. Oh, Kinsey. Folker. Metzger with the swing. Wide handled by Toccoa. A free ball miss-hit. And point for the Lady Eagles. Good resilience there by the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. And that is quite the improvement with just awareness of following up with those tight plays at the net.
Lady Eagles with the service error gives a point to Toccoa. Lou gets it up. Metzger with the swing. Finds some hands and point for the Lady Eagles. Not sure if that would have dropped in the corner. Great placement.
It was a great placement, yeah. And once again, speaking of her ability to see the court.
Butcher with a good floater there. It'll lead to a free ball. This was what we saw the Lady Eagles able to do in the first set. Keep Toccoa off balance. And that one dug out of bounds, point for the Lady Eagles, tying this second set 15-15. Up for Toccoa, in the middle, off the hands of Kinsey. And then I think Butcher was the next to touch it. Just couldn't quite make a play on it.
Good awareness by Kinsey by getting a hand on that ball. She gave her teammates at least the opportunity to continue that play.
She was right there. She jumped in case the setter wanted to go over. A second quick jump to contest that next hit. Looking for some hands, none given.
And a strong swing, but this is where you want to see the Eagles really, once again, take control of the pace of play for this game, being proactive rather than reactive.
Metzger up high. Kinsey. Free ball over. Butcher. Folker goes on two. Nobody there. Point Lady Eagles. What a set. As a defender, are you able to read that? It seems like Folker is such a wily veteran at this point.
Yeah.
Metzger with a great serve. Oh, blocked by Kinsey, but on her side. Toccoa keeps the narrow lead. Schaus getting the service signal from her coach. Metzger. Butcher. Kinsey off some hands, and she scores. Metzger holding her own there on the back row. She's a smart service game, targeting players. We see that in college ranks as well. Lou with the serve. Deep but handled by Harrison. Up high, rolled over. Lou is there. Oh, an unforced error in the net. It'll be a point for Toccoa. Oop, and the ball was trying to make its way onto the court. A little reset there. Gerard serves it over. Butcher back set for Folker. Swung. And it'll be hit into the net by Toccoa. These teams that play a 5-1, where it's the setter all the way around, seems like they might get a bit out of system if the setter has to take that first hit as she did there.
Mm-hmm. And that's one of the benefits of the rotation that the Eagles have been playing this season, is that they always have a setter in the front row, even if she's not actually setting from the front row, and they've used that as a backup option so many times, and it's worked very much so in their favor.
Both senior setters as well. What a luxury. McGuirt with a big block there. Gerard goes wide. It'll be the lefty swing. Off some hands, but Lou has it. Wide for Romero. Big swing, off some hands. Point for the Lady Eagles. They take the lead 2019. Folker with a nice ace a couple points ago as well, giving these Lady Eagles some momentum. Handled there. Big swing off the block and down. Point for Toccoa, 20-20. As Harrison will exit for Azevedo. Thompson to serve. Romero takes it, up high for Folker. Wide for Butcher, really tight, and she couldn't quite stay out of the net. The Eagles will look to get a good first offense. Romero, wide for Butcher. We saw the Lady Eagles, they picked this drill up this season, those bumps from the back row to get their hitters in a good spot.
And once again, talking about this focus on being aggressive with your swings, no matter if you're in system or out of system, and that was definitely evidence of their practice.
Swing hit there. Metzger, big swing, out off the block, point for the Lady Eagles. And it'll lead to Toccoa's second timeout of this second set. They'll try to regroup. Lady Eagles will look to finish off this set when we come back. All right. Anything you'd tell these Lady Eagles coming out of this timeout, Carrie?
Just keep the energy levels up.
In the middle, touched wide. Just drops in front of Metzger as it went around the block of McGuirt. 22-22. Tight second set as these teams have battled. Lou up, Folker wide for Metzger. Overpass, McGuirt with the kill. (23-22). McGuirt with the big kill will head back to serve. Megan Kinsey enters to be the middle hitter. Good serve there from McGuirt. Up high, swung here, deep, and out. Looking for and a touch signaled by the official on the far side of the court. Little conversation. Lady Eagles seem to admit there to Coach Oman that, yeah, they got a finger on it, and I think the score is going to be 23-23. And the point was initially signaled to the Lady Eagles. As the up official saw the touch call, it was reversed. And 23-23 off the hands of Lathers. It'll be a set point now for Toccoa. Good serve there from Willette. Lathers up for Folker. Metzger, she's been on a tear, and she gets the point there. We'll have some extra volleyball in this second set. Win by 2. Butcher to serve. Good one, handled by Toccoa. Back set. Swung here by Azevedo. Kinsey in the middle, just out of her reach, and it's a point for Toccoa.
This is such a mental battle here at the end of a set when it's tight, so tight like this. And often it's the team that can win that mental battle that ends up coming out on top for the set.
Lady Eagles looking to dig deep. They'll have a chance at first offense. Up. Butcher back for Metzger. Swung off the block. Little out of system from Toccoa, really wide. And it's in. Metzger goes on 2. Up high, Toccoa will get in system on this one. Way off the net, though. Thompson puts it into the net. Tied back up, 25-25. It'll send Metzger back to serve. She started getting her first playing time this season on the service line, so well equipped here in this tight second set. It's a good one. Swing by Thompson. Metzger's right there. Butcher up for Romero with the roll, handled by Toccoa. In the middle, double blocks there. Metzger gets it to Butcher. Back set for Folker. The roll gets the point.
You know, it's not surprising that we see them get that point with that play from Folker because we've seen it from her so often. But Metzger really enabled so much of that play to happen, not only from starting the play off with a strong serve, but also just covering the back row.
Oh, another strong serve. Handled by Toccoa. Swing here by Thompson. Pushed over. And she finds a spot. Little off speed there, dropped in front of that back line. 26-26. Lady Eagles again with the chance at the first offense. Good dig by Romero. Back set for Folker. Big swing handled by Mendel. In the middle, blocked by Kinsey. Touched over. Butcher wide for Romero. Finds some hands, gets the kill. 27-26. Both teams fighting for this second set.
And when I talked about that mental battle just a little bit ago, we're seeing the Lady Eagles be so strong mentally, not getting flustered with what's happening, especially with some of these tight plays at the net.
They've played a lot of close sets this season. We're seeing some of that experience in hand here. Folker pushes it deep, handled though. Swing by Thompson, and it comes over here into our area. And point for Toccoa off the block. 27-27. Butcher. Lou gets it. Okay, good. Deep hit there. Handled. It'll be the lefty swinging, and it's out. No touch signaled that time. Point for the Lady Eagles. Benefiting there from the hitting error. 28-27. Lady Eagles lead. Folker. She's the one we want back there to serve. A good one. Tight. McWhort with the kill. Handles the overpass as you should. 29-27. Second set victory for the Lady Eagles. We'll catch our breath. You do the same. We'll join you for the third set in just a few minutes. All right, we are back for the third set of action. The Lady Eagles winning that second set 29-27. They'd like to close it out in 3 here. Carrie, what do you need to see in order to make that happen?
For them to be able to have sustained energy and being able to just maintain that consistent level of play that has helped them be successful in the first 2 sets. We saw them be pretty strong consistently throughout the first set. That waned a little bit in the second set, cost them a little bit of trouble. But just to finish this third set out strong consistently, I think consistency is going to be the key for them.
Toccoa jumped out early in that second set. Lady Eagles looking to jump out early in this third set, 2-0. Overpass hit there by Romero Long. Bit off balance gives the point to Toccoa. All of the Lady Eagles hitters contributing in that second set. That one pushed deep and in by Folker.
You just mentioned all the hitters contributing, and we mentioned that after the first set, but almost all of the Eagles hitters have had at least 5 kills so far.
Lathers will enter for Romero. It'll send Wolf back to serve. Dug up by Lathers, but a great serve leads to a Toccoa point. Lathers to Folker in the middle for McWirt. She's gotten a couple swings here early. Touched there, no touch though by the Eagles. And a 4th contact for Toccoa gives the point to the Lady Eagles. Lou exits for Megan Kinsey to enter in the front row, as McWirt will head back to serve. Competitive serve there, leads the overpass that Megan Kinsey kills.
And we see her finally do it, that overpass, what coach has been imploring her to do throughout this match so far. Just take that and kill it. And you saw her reaction. She almost looked surprised that she had such success after that.
McWirt, Folker, up high for Metzger. Metzger again. Wide for the Toccoa attack. Lathers is there. Folker pushes it deep. Did she find the corner? Off some hands, and she scores. Lady Eagles are all over the court tonight.
Yeah, and you know, they have been helped out a few times, several times throughout the match so far, with some hits or some pushes over like that from Folker that were heading out of bounds, but Toccoa has gone ahead and tried to get a hand on those and missed it. But part of those read errors from Toccoa is in part because of the fact that the Eagles have kept such good pressure that they're not giving Toccoa time to really orient themselves on the court and think about where they are in relation to the out of bounds.
Yeah, certainly we've seen a couple from Folker find the edge, and so Toccoa playing some of those that might be a bit out. Folker there, Butcher. Folker gets the swing, off some hands of Toccoa, blocked. Still in play though for Toccoa, back row attack. Off the block of Kinsey, right to Folker. Gets it up and over, but just falls out of bounds. Azevedo to serve for Toccoa. Metzger up high. Butcher in the middle for Megan Kinsey. Tight. Butcher wide this time for Metzger. She goes off some hands, and that one falls.
Lou is just doing such a great job covering that back row tonight. And has been really consistent. And from a back row player, that consistency is so key because your setter, your hitters need to know, be confident that they have that ball coming up to them.
Seems like in the libero position, maybe she has more confidence of, this is my ball. If I can get to it, it's my ball. And she's been able to do that effectively this evening. Butcher this time for Romero. Good swing. Oh, and that one touched wide. Miscommunication there by the Eagles, and it falls. Lou there. Butcher up high for Romero. The swing off the block. And a point for Toccoa as they climb back into this third set, 8-7. The lead for Pensacola Christian. Schaus to serve for the Screaming Eagles. And short and into the net, the Lady Eagles have benefited from some of those this evening.
And I think some of these unforced service errors on the part of Toccoa have been a result of the fact that they have been serving really aggressively all evening.
Touched over, Romero was ready. Butcher backs up for Folker. Touched over, and she scores.
The Eagles have been really smart today with mixing up their hitting options. I know that we mentioned that all of the hitters have had at least 5 kills at this point in the match. But they've been doing a really good job mixing it up, keeping Toccoa on their toes.
Good serve there from Lou, and that one off the pole. Yeah, so into the net, but contacted the pole, and that was out then from Toccoa, point for the Lady Eagles. Lou with another good serve. In the middle. Strong kill there from Wolf as she avoids the block of McGuirt. Gerard will serve for Toccoa. Metzger gets it. McGuirt gets the kill.
When I've talked about the mental battle that's been going on in this game, one of the things that being so consistently aggressive like the Lady Eagles have been so far this afternoon is that you see it cause that frustration in your opponent. And every time you start to see that frustration creep up, that is just an opportunity to continue to kind of hammer that frustration, because if you can increase it, you're just going to increase the number of errors for your opponent.
Big kill there in the middle. Again from Wolf. Lady Eagles, though, after Toccoa tightened it up, pulled back out here 13-9. Now, one thing you had mentioned in the first set, that good defense setting up all of the hitting options for the Lady Eagles. We've seen them go, have the ability to go to all those hitters, and especially the middles.
Yeah.
McGuirt and Kinsey have a bunch of kills this evening.
And that's one of those things, like I mentioned, those middle hits are one of the first things we see go with a weaker defense.
Wide for Butcher. What a cut as she goes cross court. We had a great angle on that, the thumb down.
Yeah, and that is such a smart play. So often that sharp cross court is down, so if you can just get that contact with the ball with a thumb down and hit that cross, it's open
Tight.
so often.
Good job, McGuirt. And it leads to the okay, hit by someone on the bench there. Saw that a bit funny. 15-10, the Lady Eagles take the 5-point lead in this third set. They lead 2-0. Toccoa will take a timeout. All right, we're resuming here in this third set. Lady Eagles lead 15-10. Won the first set 25-18. Won the second set with extra points 29-27. What a dig by Romero, and it's just out. Great positioning there. As Toccoa has gone to that middle a few times, they anticipated that one nicely, but couldn't quite get it to the setter. Wolf, that strong middle hitter, now back to serve. McWirt touches it over, handled by Toccoa. Hard cross, no touch by the Lady Eagles. It'll send McWirt back to serve. Butcher, Metzger, Kinsey in the front row. McWirt, Lathers, Fulker in the back row. Fulker will come up to set. Oh, she takes the first hit there. It'll be for Kinsey in the middle. Handled by Toccoa. Deep though. Fulker. Butcher goes on two. Up high and wide. Down the line. McWirt was there. She'll exit for the libero, Lou.
And the Eagles want to be careful here to not let too much momentum slip.
In the middle for Kinsey. Blocked, though, by Schaus. We'll let the lefty. Are you, as a defensive player, looking at spin any differently off of a left-handed server? Is that
not necessarily
more challenging
spin
at all?
No, not with the spin. Just the direction, but as long as you're paying attention and you know, it's not too much of a consideration.
We've had a couple doubles whistled this match, and we see another one there on Gerard. It'll give the point to the Lady Eagles.
Definitely been called tightly for
Yes.
doubles on both sides here.
Lathers up. Butcher got there, but couldn't get the set up in a position for the Lady Eagles to mount an attack. 18-14 though, Pensacola Christian leads in this third set. Azevedo to serve. Lou to Butcher, wide for Fulker. Off the block and out. Metzger will serve. Romero enters for Lathers. Deep serve off the hands of Harrison. Still in play, but the Eagles might have earned themselves a free ball. They did, and it's an error by Toccoa. 2014. Fulker, Kinsey, and Romero in the front row. Metzger, we saw serve there off the block. Pushed over. Lou's ready.
Good read by
Butcher
Lou.
ends up putting it over on two. Fulker goes far corner and just misses. Eagles never quite got their feet under them there. Little bit of room to play with as they lead here in this third set. Kinsey gives the free ball on 3 over. In the middle, blocked and score from the Lady Eagles. Lou with the serve. A good one, it's tight. Fulker goes on two, and okay, Gerard went under the net there. She must have completely crossed that center line. And they will give a timeout to Toccoa there just before Lou could get the serve. got the service whistle, and we'll take a short timeout as well. All right, Lady Eagles have played an excellent match this afternoon. They lead 22-15 in this third set, looking to close out the match. Lou with the serve. Up high from Toccoa. Thompson gets the swing. Romero was ready. Back row. Lou does a good job with it. They'll earn another attack. Butcher for McGirt. Thompson. Harrison with the swing deep. Metzger gets it. Butcher wide for Romero. She pushes it. And Butcher ends up trying to go deep there. Okay, Thompson with the swing from Toccoa. Lou was there, up high for Butcher. Set for Romero. She goes off some hands and scores. Lady Eagles took a while to get their best attack, but never lost focus.
Yeah, and they didn't let themselves get too emotional throughout all of that.
Lou, 23-15. Lead here, Butcher. McGirt goes on two, and the ref, he's been calling those
the way
this
that's
afternoon.
Gonna be called, yeah.
Getting some commentary from the bench, McGirt is. And it'll be a point for Toccoa. Gerard to serve. Metzger up high for Butcher. McGirt will take the swing. Off the touch of Toccoa, and the Lady Eagles have reached match point. 24-16. And we've got an extra ball for Folker. She doesn't want that one. She's got one already. Good serve. Lefty swing just drops in front, and we're getting a net violation on McGirt before the kill occurred.
You really want to be able to end this game emphatically. See if the Lady Eagles are able to do so.
Lou with a deep dig there. Up high. Azevedo with the kill. 24-18 they lead. Another match point here. Thompson will serve it. Looking to set up the first offense. Lou, Butcher, up high. McGirt with the swing. Handled by Toccoa. High off the block. Metzger's there. Back set for Butcher. And we don't see that much from Folker. I don't know that I've seen Folker called for a double contact.
Once again, I think just attesting to how tightly this game is being called as far as doubles go.
Lou up high for Folker, back set. That one clean for Romero, high off the block, over the head of Metzger. Ed Toccoa is not going quietly.
Yeah, and after such a strong match so far, like I said, you want to end this emphatically. You don't want to go out on kind of a sour note after playing so well.
Lou up for Folker. They'll try to do just that here. Butcher with the attack. Still up. Azevedo with the swing. McGirt got some hands.
And the plus side to all of this is that they have the opportunity for first offense. So if they can get this strong pass up to the setter.
Folker Butcher off some hands. Back set. Touched. Romero up high to Folker. She goes on 2. Romero. Back set for Butcher. There's the kill. Took a few more points than we wanted. But 25-21, the Lady Eagles finish off this sweep. 3-set sweep at Toccoa. Really, really big win for the Lady Eagles.
Yeah, absolutely. We started off this match by talking about the fact that this is a game they want to win. It's against an in-conference opponent, one that they have been really competitive with over the course of the last few years. And it's an important time in the season for them to get a win like this. Toccoa, they're likely going to meet up again in regionals coming up here in a few weeks. So this is just a great confidence boost going into the final part of your season.
Yeah, what did you like from the Lady Eagles? We saw good service, we saw good defense, we saw good attacking. Anything specifically stand out to you?
The consistency, and as I mentioned, the sustained energy levels. We've seen this team struggle with maintaining a high level of energy throughout the entirety of a match, and we didn't quite see that this time. We saw them have a couple of dips in the second set, but other than that, they were able to stay focused throughout the whole match, keep that energy level high, and thus remain in control of the game.
Great match here today from the Lady Eagles. That concludes our afternoon here in the Nest. The Lady Eagles will be on the road for their next match, but they will return next Saturday, October 28th. A tri-match including senior night at 5 p.m. We'll have our first match beginning at 1 p.m. next Saturday. Thanks again for joining us today. We'll see you next time.